Welcome to A Parent's Guide to Multiliteracies. The changing nature of education can sometimes feel like a battlefield for parents. This presentation aims to provide an overview of multiliteracies pedagogy so that you are better equipped to support your child on their educational journey. Traditional literacy meant decoding paper-based texts to derive meaning and understanding. It was language dominant. Students learnt to accurately use the rules of our language to discern meaning. Within this definition are the implicit agreements that, to become literate, one needed to be able to use language to read and write. And becoming literate enabled societies to keep their single identity with their own goals, undervaluing any diversity, cultural or social differences. But then the world changed. Society has undergone tremendous change, and the social worlds of the past are all but obsolete in the 21st century. The nature of our work has changed. Our public lives have changed. Our private lives have changed. We have become globalized. And of course, technology has boomed, bringing with it a myriad of modes for communication and meaning making. Naturally, with all these changes, literacy has changed too. The New London Group said, literacy educators and students must see themselves as active participants in social change, as learners and students who can be active designers, makers of social futures. But what are multiliteracies anyway? The term multiliteracies takes into account how literacy has been influenced by social, cultural, and technological change. And as such, it offers a broader definition of literacy to include the cultural and linguistic diversity that we see in our globalized world, and to include the multiple modes of meaning making, as well as their interaction with each other. Multiliteracies are akin to languages that are dynamic representational resources used in the world to both derive meaning and make meaning, influence and be influenced by cultural and contextual differences, and shape and be shaped by society. What this means for your child is that our pedagogy will endeavour to develop multiliterate individuals. A multiliterate person can interpret, use and produce electronic, live and paper-based texts that employ linguistic, visual, auditory, gestural and spatial semiotic systems for social, cultural, political, civic and economic purposes in socially and culturally diverse contexts. To do this, changes need to happen. First, the classroom. Your child's multiliteracies classroom will be characterized differently from the typical classroom. The teacher is no longer the guru who disperses information for students to absorb. Your child will enter into a relationship with their teacher in which the teacher guides the student as they endeavour to negotiate their learning. The teacher will aim to equitably distribute power and use your children's interests in their learning programs. The teachers will explicitly enable multimodal, collaborative, and interactive learning opportunities. Interactive learning opportunities means between students, between teachers and students, and online learning spaces. Teachers will learn to draw on the techno-literacies that your children are using in their out-of-classroom spaces. In their learning, your children will learn about modes of meaning. What modes of meaning will your children be engaging with? Under the framework of multiliteracies, your child will learn about different ways to represent ideas and make meaning. Focusing on linguistic, visual, audio, gestural, and spatial meanings, students will engage with a number of key elements within each of these categories. The sixth mode of meaning is multimodal meaning. It is here that the magic happens. This mode refers to the interaction of two or more of the chosen modes to discover how best to convey an intended meaning. Now that we know what your child will be learning on their literacy journey, let's consider how they will learn it. Your child will engage with learning by design. Learning by design incorporates 8 knowledge processes that form the scope of teaching and learning. Created from the original multiliteracies framework, learning by design offers students opportunities to experience, conceptualize, analyze, and apply their new knowledge and skills. At the core, the essential skills, and moving outwards, potential for growth and deeper thinking and learning. The multiliteracies pedagogy has a myriad of benefits for students. It offers greater inclusivity, providing students with diverse needs opportunities to learn alongside their peers. It offers greater participatory culture, where the barriers that withhold learning from some can be overcome. It develops essential skills for an unknown future. It values the learning that children get in out-of-classroom spaces. It values diversity and uses that to enhance the experience of students. It establishes more equal power between teachers and students. It encourages imagination, innovation, and collaboration. It values the input of individual cultures and social worlds. It acknowledges that the world has changed significantly. And multiliteracies pedagogy is empowering.